Hello everybody, today is the first day of our virtual camp, so I'm going to show you what you need to get into your kit bag and all the other bits and pieces that you need to take. So I've got everything on the floor around me, so I'll be dipping up and down, a bit like a wiggly wobbly octopus. But although I'm doing this for the virtual camp, this is actually true for every camp as well, so super important that you get your kit bag ready, okay? This is my kit bag. It's got loads of pockets, like that. So I've got a pocket at the front, big opening at the top to put all my stuff in. I've got a pocket at the bottom, and within the actual top itself, it's got a separate pocket here. This one, at the bottom, bear with me, 2 seconds, lots of zips. It's also got a rain cover which sits into a separate little pocket here, which I'll just stick away. So if you are out walking or anything like that and it starts to rain, you can pop over your rain cover and it'll keep everything in your bag dry, because that's really important, it's keeping everything dry. Okay, so now this is your mess kit. Now you can use plastic plate, tin plate, or like an army tin like this. These are really cool because you can actually cook with them as well, because they've got this nice handle. Your cutlery can be anything really that you can keep hold of. I've got here, just as you can see, a normal knife and fork and a spoon, okay? But you can also get sporks, and you can get knives and forks in a little plastic set, or you can get some that have a ring at the end and keep them all together. If you're going on camp and they've got tins, always a really good idea to have a tin opener. But for you guys, might not be essential tonight. When you go away camping, you also want to make sure that you're safe. So in my kit bag, I have a little travel first aid kit, but when you go on big camps, there will be a designated first aider and they will have much more stuff. So that's what I have, okay? I also carry one of these, don't know if you can see. It's a foil, basically it's a foil blanket. And when you get really cold, so say you've fallen in some water, or you're having, you've had a fit, or anything that's could be seriously wrong with you, your first aider can wrap you in this foil blanket and that'll keep you nice and toasty. To my right here, I've just got a little girl who's intrigued into what I do. So if you see me looking like this, that's because she's driving me nuts. On camp, it's really important to keep clean. So got a wash bag, and if you can see, really important to have your name on it. And in there, I've got some soap. Yeah, got some soap. I've also got a bar of soap. If you do happen to take a bar of soap as opposed to something that's already in one of these, it's best to keep it in a plastic bag, or else it'll get everything wet, okay?
I can't see.
She can't see apparently, that's fine. Also, toothbrush and toothpaste. And if you're like me, you like going camping in a hotel, so you'll also take your hairdryer and hair products. That's only a joke, obviously. Need a flannel. I do actually have some little travel microfiber flannels which I attach to my bag, but we've just discovered that the clasp was broken and it's come off somewhere, so I can't show you that. But it's really important to take a flannel, give yourself a good wash everywhere. And we call those our monkey bits in the house. We also take a towel with us, and if you can see that properly. And again, this is a microfiber towel. All microfiber products dry really quickly, so they're really good, and also they compact and they come with a little zip so you can attach it to your bag or stuff it into your bag somewhere along the way. Okay. Yeah. You need to have a light, so this is a head torch, and this has been adjusted to fit onto my daughter. So I'll just, there we go. I look super cool now, don't I? So you need a head torch, or at least another torch, a handheld torch, to go into your bag so you can see around at night. And if it's cold, you need a hat. Although this is my son, so it's a bit too small for me, but you kind of get the gist. What else have we got in here? I think I'll take this off actually because it feels a bit stupid. There we go. Right. While we're out, or even while we're sleeping in our tents, it could be pretty cold. So I've got one of these. Make your own mind at what I look like there. But these are really good as a neck warmer. They can go over your head and all sorts. And I've got some gloves as well. And these gloves come here with a Velcro bit, so they can be done up around the wrist. You don't need any flashy gloves like these, but they are super cool if you can get them. Well, they're super warm actually. Just need to take this off.
Why, Mummy?
Why do I need to take it off?
Yeah.
While you're on camp, especially if you're on a big camp, you might be off doing activities. If you are going to go off and do some activities, I'm really sorry about her. If you are going off and doing some activities, then it's really good idea to take a day bag with you. And a day bag is just a really, really light rucksack, basically. This one in particular is good because here is a little zip pocket, as you can see, okay? And this actually fits inside itself. So we'll just do that now. Fit it all in. And there you go. So that can go in your kit bag as well. Perfect. Right. When it comes to sleep time, it's really important that you have something good for you to put your head on. You can use various things, and you can use all sorts if you haven't been able to take a pillow. So you could stuff your coat, roll up your towel, or anything like that you could use as your pillow. I actually have a self-inflatable one where you undo this and it inflates itself and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. I got this from Go Outdoors, where I got most of my stuff from, to be honest, but you can get things from all over the place. So they're really handy. And also you need a sleeping bag. Here's mine. This is a 3-season sleeping bag, and mine's from, don't know if you can see that, is from Van Gogh. But again, you can get sleeping bags from all over. I would recommend that you do invest in a really good sleeping bag, because it can get cold at night. And the last thing you want to do is get cold. 3-season basically means it can do spring, summer and autumn, but it's unlikely to be suitable for winter, although our winters can be quite warm, but that's not my recommendation. Okay, you need to look out for the weather, and if we're looking at maybe autumn, maybe spring, it can be quite cold. And if we have any of our wonderful British summers, again, they can be super cold as well at times. So it's really important that you have a really good coat. This is a waterproof coat. I don't know where this is from. This is from Freedom Trail. When I bought this coat, it actually has a fleece insert as well, which isn't with it at the moment. And layers are really important, because you can take layers off and put layers on. If you have big, thick jumpers and such like, you can get really, really hot, overheat, or if you don't have enough, you can get too cold. So layers are super important as well. Footwear is super, super important as well. So these are my walking boots. As you can see, they're really muddy, so they've had some proper wear out of them. But if you're on a camp like District Camp, Orwell Scout Camp, Danbury, things like that, you can also take your trainers. But do keep an eye out for the weather, because wet feet are horrible. One thing I forgot to mention, when you've got your plate, bowl, or whether you've got your mess tin or whatever, you do need something to drink out of. And this is one of my cups. It's a thermo cafe. Sounds posh, doesn't it? But also you'll need a water bottle as well. And one thing I'm going to absolutely stress, water bottle, make sure it does not leak. So the one I've got is a bit like a hot water bottle really, with a plug on top. Your water bottle is probably something more that you will put into your day bag and carry around with you while you're doing activities. So I hope that gives you an idea of what goes in your kit bag. I imagine there's loads of leaders around there that may watch this video and think, I've forgotten this, I've forgotten that. But to be honest, this is for the virtual camp, so you're not going to take all of this stuff anyway, but it will give you a really good idea. So we'll have a little bit of a recap anyway. So you need to take, oh my life, you can't see it. There we go. So you need to take your clothes, possibly waterproofs, and really good footwear. Footwear is really important, and remember to have at least 2 pairs of socks for if you're going for a day, but at least a spare pair of socks anyway, okay? You need to have your, can we see it? You need to have your sleeping bag, your pillow, your wash kit, a towel and flannel, and a first aid kit. It can be very small and just to keep you going, all right? Now, as you saw, I had a mess tin, but you need to take at least a plate, a bowl, cutlery, drinks bottle, and a cup. They can't be breakable. If they're breakable, there's no point because... Pardon? Yes, a bottle. If they break, you haven't got anything, so just think about it like that. You need a knife, fork and spoon, or you can use the sporks like I explained earlier. And you need to have a tea towel and a dishcloth. And the reason why you need to have a tea towel and a dishcloth...
Hang on. Water.
We do need water, yeah. This is a dishcloth. This is what you wash everything up with. And this is a tea towel. Okay, that's what you dry everything up with.
Yeah.
On camp, you do need to do those things. You do need to take care of everything. Apparently, we've got a playroom. So, there we go. All right. So, hopefully, that's given you a rough idea of what you need to do. And I'll see you on the 1st of April, or, well, it is the 1st of April today, for our first night's virtual camp. All right. Bye-bye.